So if you're thinking of doing a practical or creative project, you've probably chosen one of the most enjoyable kind of projects and one that you'll find probably the most rewarding because you're going to end up with a product that you have designed and created yourself. So a couple of things to be aware of when you choose to do something like this. Make sure that you are actually able to put a lot of research into the project. So if you're building a surfboard, it's not enough just to make the surfboard or build the aquarium. There needs to be another element in it. So, for example, one of these projects is about a surfboard. He made the surfboard, but he also thought about the physics and unique conditions of Waipinga when he was making the surfboard. So he needed to do quite a lot of extra research. He needed to do interviews, he needed to look at weather, he needed to look at journal articles about the physics. So this project is down here if you wanted to have a look at that. The same with this one here. This student wanted to make an electric guitar, but decided to look at specifically how to make it in the style of Keith Richards' original guitar. So he needed to research what were the unique elements of that. So he looked at YouTube clips and books. Another student, this is one of the best projects we've had in my opinion, wanted to look at Tim Burton. So he wanted to make an original piece of artwork, but it was based on Tim Burton's life. So he needed to research what had happened in his life. He needed to look at what style Tim Burton's films are and his own artwork. So there was a lot of research that went into that, and it was an excellent project. Same with this one, a graphic novel. This student was really interested in drawing. So she decided to, and she had a Japanese heritage, so she wanted to look at this particular folklore of the yokai, and she found out more about it by researching through interviews and books and then drawing her characters. So there was a lot more research in there. So if you have a look at all of these projects, there's more than just making the screenplay. This person had to research Woody Allen. This person wanted to write a piece of music but had to research George Gershwin. This person wanted to design a 5-star hotel room, so he had to do a lot of research before he could do the design. This is an excellent project which ended up in making a 3D printed garment, and she had to look at all of the different processes and how to make them effective. So these are excellent projects to have a look through. This person wanted to make a digital artwork, but did it by focusing on raising awareness about animal cruelty. So those are excellent projects that extend the idea of just making something. So your outcome, which is the second piece, is not just detailing the process you followed to produce the product. So the surfboard one is not just I got the wood and then I shaped it and then I sanded it. There's more in the outcome than that. Now, something to be aware of as well is the time. You do have a limited amount of time, and often students underestimate how long it's going to take them to make the product. So some of the projects here didn't end up actually making what they decided to, but they could still present their findings. So this student didn't actually write the screenplay in the style of Woody Allen. It's another one that didn't finish. The graphic novel didn't end up actually writing the entire graphic novel, but ended up just designing the characters. You can also be very creative in the way you display your outcome. So some creative ways that have been used are things like this one, which has got the footage with a voiceover. So I encourage you to have a look at that one. This one has also got footage, animation. There's another one with pop art where they sped up the footage of them making the piece of pop art and had a voiceover as well. So if you're interested in seeing any of those which are not here, then please contact me, Miss Smith. Now, this disclaimer, be very careful about this. do not copy these projects because some of them use the old capabilities. So that's just a word of warning. But I strongly encourage you to do a practical or creative projects. Some of our best marks have come from this style of project.